Since 2010, when the coalition came to power, local government workers have lost 18% of their pay.
More for less, the cost of living rises, a 3-year pay freeze and 1% this year means you are doing more for less. 407,000 jobs lost in local government since 2010 means heavier workloads for everyone. Vacant and frozen posts are not being filled either. Stress levels are rising and morale is falling. Fuel prices, travel prices and childcare costs are all rising. This cannot be fair.
Cuts add insult to injury. Over 60% of councils have cut car allowances. Many have cut social hours and overtime. Sick pay, basic pay and redundancy pay have been cut. Others have imposed unpaid holidays and cut annual leave. The employers are coming hard for annual leave and sick pay.
The cuts don't work. The cuts are not necessary. They are making the deficit rise. The crisis was actually caused by the unsafe and greedy practice of the banks and the finance sector, not public spending. Cutting paying jobs is not the answer. We need to get the economy working again. Research shows that for every £1 a local government worker earns, 50 pence gets spent in their local economy. Higher wages means more local spending, boosting local businesses, increasing tax and NI returns and creating jobs. A pay rise for 1.6 million local government workers will make a big difference.
I want to talk about why the 2014 pay claim for local government workers is a fair claim. Since 2010, the real value of your pay as local government worker has fallen by 18%. Over 500,000 local government workers earn less than the living wage and less than £21,000 a year. That's 30% of the council workforce. Everybody on NJC terms and conditions is already low paid for the job that they do. And local government pay and conditions are the worst in the public sector compared to the health service and other services. We want to see a fair deal for all local government workers and we want to see a fair pay claim in 2014.
Our job makes a difference because we work with young people and young people who have unfortunately been through the care background and they've gone into a youth prison. And what we look to do is to try and work with them to change their habits and get them back into the community.
We're worth it because we care, we do the job because we care about the environment, certainly in my department and generally in environmental health. We're in the job to make a difference and we want to be able to help people to enjoy better lives.
If there weren't any council gardeners, there'd be nobody to look after parks, there'd be litter all over the place, the grass would be too long, kids wouldn't be able to play football, there'd be lots of overgrown bushes that would make people feel unsafe in the park, and you know, parks are really a really vital resource for everybody to use, to get fresh air, to get exercise, to keep healthy, all those things.
UNISON's claim for local government this year is for £1 an hour for everybody. That means the living wage would come in at the bottom end and the rest of the workforce would get £1 an hour to restore just some of their lost earnings. Local government workers are keeping local services going against the odds in the face of desperate coalition cuts and with nearly 500,000 jobs gone already. They deserve at least £1 an hour pay increase, and we want every local government worker to join our campaign for £1 an hour for local government workers, and for those who aren't in UNISON, We want them to join us to make our campaign stronger. We know local government workers are worth it.
Cuts hurt. Doncaster Council workers are worth more.
Cuts hurt. We deserve better than this.
Local government workers keep our towns and cities running. It's time that we recognise their valuable contribution and paid them a fair day's pay for a fair day's work.
Everybody knows that the condemned cuts aren't working and on austerity is just to cover the savaging public services. We want a fair deal for local government workers because we're worth it.